YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel, Anna Bella, and today I am going to be reviewing the New King James Bible in the Study Bible for children. Weirdly enough, this Bible has actually been classed as a kid's Bible. There's quite a lot in it that is quite deep with doctrine. It's theologically sound, and actually I believe that it's based off quite a lot of the youth Bibles of old. We're going to get it out of this lovely presentation case. It reminds me of a video, to be fair, in its presentation when we take it to the table. But actually, a lot of the stuff that's in here requires the child to at least be 9 plus and have a 10 or 11 plus reading age. It's quite sophisticated language that this Bible uses. Let's get over to the table so we can fully dissect it, and then we're going to compare it with some of my other kids' Bibles that I've got and show how sophisticated this Bible actually is. It claims to be the premier study Bible for kids. It's in blue Leathersoft and it's by Thomas Nelson. Its features, it's got a lot of them. I'm going to compare it with some of the Bibles that I've got recently that are supposedly children's Bibles. The ones that I've got that claim to be children's Bibles are actually turning out to be sort of young adult Bibles or even youth Bibles or even student Bibles. They're quite sophisticated. So let's get this Bible to the table and really dissect it. So here is the NKJV. The New King James Version Study Bible for Kids. This is the front. It says the Premier Study Bible for Kids, and it's in blue Leathersoft. I'm loving the fact that it's quite grown up with the colours and very sophisticated. So this is the side. It's by Thomas Nelson. And then if we look at the back, you can see all of the features. It's full colour all the way throughout. It's got complete translation, epic ideas, action spotlight, starring roles, personality profiles, behind the scenes, in focus, on location, timelines, dictionary concordance and article index. The dictionary and concordance and the article index is what I really wanted this Bible to have, as well as a presentation page. It would have helped it so much. And this is a really good Bible, by the way. So let's get this beauty out of here. So there it is. It's very much like a video case. Okay, and if we compare it to the Grace Bible, you can see it's slightly smaller. It does, however, have a light orange ribbon in it, and it has some silver gilding that is shiny, unlike the Grace Bible, which doesn't have any gilding. But you can see how small it is in comparison, but it is. So there you have it. Let's just move the Grace Bible out of the way. So this is it. Some of the pages in this Bible were stuck together, so I've had to go in and basically tear them apart. You've got a nice presentation page. So there it is. You've got the printed in China. It's Congress number, turn it over, then it's the ISBN number on the back. It isn't sewn, and this is the difference. So the Grace Bible has got a sewn on its lining and sewing on the inside. This Bible doesn't have the sewing, and it doesn't have it on the inside, which is a bit of a shame, really. So if we open it out, preface on the New King James Version, contents, so you've got a list of contents, abbreviation, books of the Bible, dictionary concordance, article index, which is brilliant, study features, introduction. So there are the study features. So each book has a book introduction page. They're very samey. Timelines look like this, on locations look like this, spotlight look like that. And then you've got starring role, focus, in focus, action, epic idea, dictionary concordance and article index. And it's nice that you actually have pages on this. We're not going to do, so then we've got this introductory letter from the publisher. As you can see, this Bible does feel very sophisticated. We're not going to do Genesis because everybody ends up doing Genesis. We're going to do Leviticus. So you've got the third book of Moses called Leviticus. So we're still in the Pentateuch or the Torah. So then it starts, then you've got starring roles and in focus there. And action, the value of words. Action, temper tantrum. What I did actually like about this Bible, there was an article on elders and listening to them, and what it means is listening to your parents. And I actually said to the child, if a child's reading this, that there are some people that don't have parents or only have one parent, and that we should listen to our elders because they've been on the earth longer, basically. And that was about it. But I found it really refreshing to have a religious book that acknowledged that children may or may not have two parents. I thought that was really clever and a clever thing to do. It reminded me of this Bible and its section on eunuchs and sex and marriage. I thought that was really interesting, that this Bible, which is aimed at for older children and teenagers, to be fair, is very similar to this one, which is also aimed at the older age group, as you can see. So it's full colour, so each chapter has got a purple heading and then the chapter has got a green number. It's very samey all the way through. So if we go to an epic idea, let's get this one. We are in Matthew, and it says, Jesus feeds more than 4,000 people. Action, forgiveness, and then it goes on explaining what forgiveness. Sometimes forgiveness is an ongoing process. I think that's really important, that people learn that it isn't just once. Multiplying compassion. You get some really good articles. Pockets full of cash, being yourself, friendship, true to the vine. So it's basically almost a life application Bible. Good news in its own way. It is a bit samey. I want to see a location thing. Jesus became your ransom. Learning, maturity. Towards mature living. No one wants to stay in kindergarten his or her whole life, or learn the alphabet but never learn how to read, or learn numbers with never learning how to add. Moving forward, and I think that's really mature. How this book approaches some of the topics. If we can find a location, that would be really good. If we could find a timeline, that would be nice. Somewhere in here, we're going to have to go back to Genesis. Start at the beginning and everything will follow. So you've got your starring roles. You've got this lovely timeline all the way through. To give it in context, then an in focus. God gave humans a choice. His brother's keeper. Timeline again in Samuel 2. It's lovely. It's a 2-column Bible. And there's a lot of space and it is rather readable. But when you compare it to, say, the Grace Bible, for instance, you really see the Grace Bible's readability. I love the fact that it also lies flat. So this is the Grace Bible. Look at the space. And then this is the Study Bible. You also get some footnotes at the bottom, but it just shows you the difference in readability. I'm going to put that away because I also want to show you this so-called Youth Bible. This is the Youth Bible, and it's actually got some very similar features to this Bible, and I think it's been copied, because if you look at the Youth Bible, so you've got Life File Guide in here. Where do I find? Open it out, and it's very, very similar. So you've got the side light Then you have, so this is Ruth, map their timeline, friends, and I find that they've taken that format and applied it to the kids' Bible, which has actually made this Bible not really a kids' Bible. It does have some maps in here, though we haven't actually seen any. There are maps, I'm not joking. There were maps yesterday. Typical. The maps are in hiding. But I think it's very telling that this youth Bible has some of the same features, or that this supposed kids study Bible has some of the same features as this youth Bible. And to be absolutely honest, you could give this to a 10-year-old and they would still get something out of it. And you could give this to a 13-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and they'd still get something out of it, to be fair. Or even a 25-year-old. It doesn't talk down to them very much how this Bible doesn't talk down to you. Yes, it's got more doodles and whatnot, but it doesn't mess about. It talks about slavery, this Bible does, and sex and being a eunuch, and explains certain terms. It doesn't shy away from the ancient world being the ancient world, and these two Bibles do that as well. And then if you come to the back of this Bible, you have some features which I really like. You've got a basic dictionary. I say basic. You've got the abbreviations there, and then the books of the Bible. If I just turn it over, you've got a dictionary, and we go in here. Most High, Mother, Mount of Olives, offering. Really goes into quite some detail with some of the terminology, which is really good. Then, once you get out of the dictionary, will we ever leave? No, we will just stay here forever. You get into the article index. Like I was saying, some of the pages do stick together, so you have to lick your finger to get them to move. So you've got behind the scenes, and it goes from Genesis all the way to Revelation, so you can find all those articles. That's what I wish this one had, with its lovely features, which I mentioned here. It'd be so nice, because then you could look them up and find stuff, because this one has got survival tips in. And you've got the action, and quite a lot of action it is. Pain, suffering, depression, relationships, obedience, hearing God's voice. It really goes into some detail. Then you've got the epic ideas. So, behind the scenes, the action, still in action. And you've got spotlight. It's interesting that we've got spotlight and sidelight in that Bible. Starring roles, in focus. So the starring roles are your personality profile. So we go from Adam all the way to God, and that is quite useful, to be absolutely honest. And it's a nice mix of men and women. And then you've got in focus, so you can look those up when you want them. And then you've got on location. So these are the maps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 13. Because you don't have any maps at the back, which is unusual. So let's go to 385. Where are we? So they have the numbers at the top and the book at the top, whereas the Grace Bible has it at the bottom, so you don't get confused. So we want 385. Here we go, on location. So Solomon's economic influence, so basically the silk trade route that they had. So the trade route. So that is that. It's a lovely Bible, but it is a mature Bible and it is a bit samey. But actually, with this and this and this, I think you won't need any more. And this, it is very like this though. And it's interesting that they've actually, with Bibles, I think they've matured them, particularly children's ones. This one you could give to a student and they'd still get something out of it, I think. Hence why it's the Premier Bible, Study Bible for kids. There is a visual study Bible, there is an Explorer Bible, there is an Adventure Bible, but in the UK we have this one. And this one is all of that and so much more. I've said that it's the hands-on Bible, the Adventure Bible, the Explorer Bible, and Mindfulness Devotional Bible in one. If only it had a presentation page, so you've got maps in the back of this one. If only it had a presentation page, dictionary, and a article index, it would be so much more. But what you actually get in this is phenomenal. So I hope you've enjoyed my review of the New King James Version Study Bible, because I've never had a New King James Bible before, so I will be enjoying this. So thank you so much. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Bible dissection of the New King James Study Bible. I've never got a New King James Bible before. I've normally read the King James or the NIV, the New International Translation version. So it's quite interesting. I've really enjoyed looking at this Bible. To be fair, I do think it's very sophisticated and it requires a high readability, both of the language that it uses and some of the theological concepts that this Bible presents. I'm really pleased with it, actually. It is a very grown-up Bible for children, so for older children, teenagers, and even some students, this Bible does the job. So I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you so much for the support.